To truly see a person's true nature, pay attention to these 10 things. Stoic philosophy. To know the measure of a person, pay attention to how they act when no one is watching. This timeless idea challenges us to look beyond appearances and truly see the nature of those around us. Welcome to Stoic in Your Life. Today we'll uncover 10 things that reveal a person's true character through the lens of Stoic philosophy. Whether it's a friend, a coworker, or even yourself, these 10 subtle signs will help you see beyond words and intentions to understand a person's true essence. Stick around, because by the end of this video you'll have the tools to not only recognize character in others but also reflect on your own, leading to personal growth and a life of wisdom. Let's dive in. Number 1. Patience in hardship. Patience in hardship is one of the most revealing measures of a person's character, for it is in adversity that the true self emerges, unmasked by the pretense of ease and comfort. Life, as we know, is an unpredictable journey woven with challenges that test the resilience and depth of our emotional maturity. The way an individual reacts to these trials offers a profound glimpse into their inner strength and ability to remain grounded amidst chaos. Marcus Aurelius once observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength," emphasizing that our responses, not the events themselves, define us. A professional scenario where a major project faces unexpected delays or failures. A team member who calmly evaluates the situation, communicates effectively with colleagues, and adapts their plan demonstrates not only patience, but also leadership and self-control. In stark contrast, someone who spirals into panic, places blame on others, or reacts impulsively reveals a lack of composure and the absence of emotional regulation. This Stoic principle of patience transcends professional environments and permeates every aspect of life, from personal relationships to the daily challenges we all face. Consider, for instance, a personal crisis, such as dealing with a loved one's illness or navigating financial strain. The friend who listens intently, offers thoughtful guidance, and provides a steady presence embodies patience as a form of emotional support and empathy. On the other hand, those who respond with frustration, avoidance, or dismissiveness reveal an inability to endure discomfort or extend understanding, a reflection of emotional fragility or entitlement to a life untainted by hardship. Epictetus captures the transformative potential of adversity, stating, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are." Challenges are not just tests of endurance, they are profound opportunities for growth, refining character, and fostering resilience. In our fast-paced modern world, where stress often feels like a constant companion, the ability to maintain composure is an extraordinary asset. Imagine a parent handling the chaos of a family emergency, remaining calm and decisive instead of surrendering to panic. This steadiness not only resolves the immediate situation, but also serves as a powerful example for others, particularly children, teaching them to navigate life's inevitable storms with dignity and self-control. Similarly, in friendships or romantic relationships, patience during conflicts or misunderstandings strengthens bonds, fosters trust, and builds mutual respect. These seemingly small acts of restraint, repeated over time, shape the essence of one's character, leaving a lasting impression on those around us. Cultivating patience, however, is not a natural instinct. It requires deliberate effort and a commitment to self-mastery. Modern Stoicism teaches us to pause, reflect, and approach adversity with a broader perspective. When confronted with challenges, remind yourself that they are not personal affronts, but a natural part of life's ebb and flow. By shifting your focus from the problem itself to actionable solutions, you not only enhance your own ability to cope, but also inspire others to approach hardships with similar calmness and resolve. Seneca's words ring true. "It does not matter what you bear, but how you bear it." This wisdom underscores the Stoic belief that true character lies in the way we carry ourselves through trials, demonstrating patience, fortitude, and an unwavering commitment to growth. The next time you witness someone enduring hardship, take note of their response. Do they meet adversity with calm determination and measured actions, or do they succumb to frustration and negativity? These moments reveal much about their emotional resilience and personal philosophy. And when you find yourself in difficult circumstances, reflect on your own reactions. Are you solution-focused and composed, or do you allow stress and impulsiveness to dictate your actions? By practicing the principles of modern Stoicism, you can transform adversity into a powerful opportunity for self-discovery and development. Patience, as a reflection of inner strength, is not merely an admirable trait to seek in others but a vital quality to cultivate within yourself. It enriches your ability to navigate life's inevitable storms and inspires those around you to strive for the same. As you embrace patience, you embody the essence of resilience, turning life's challenges into stepping stones toward wisdom and a more meaningful existence. Number 2, reliability in promises. Reliability and the ability to keep promises are foundational qualities that sustain trust and strengthen meaningful relationships, whether in personal, professional, or even casual settings. A person who consistently honors their commitments demonstrates accountability, integrity, and genuine respect for the people around them. Picture someone who promises to help with a critical project or meet an important deadline and follows through without requiring reminders or excuses. Such a person not only values their word, but also shows they value the trust placed in them. On the other hand, consider someone who frequently breaks promises or fails to fulfill their commitments. This inconsistency reveals a lack of responsibility and respect, often leading to frustration and eroded trust. When someone doesn't honor their word, the ripple effects can harm relationships and reduce the likelihood of meaningful collaboration. Stoicism, with its focus on aligning actions with values, emphasizes the importance of keeping promises as a reflection of virtue and moral character. For a Stoic, reliability is not just a practical trait, it's a cornerstone of integrity. Let's bring this concept to life with a modern example. Imagine you're part of a team working on a high-pressure project with a tight deadline. One of your teammates, Alex, commits to handling a vital task. True to their word, Alex delivers on time and even anticipates potential challenges, offering solutions that ensure the project's success. Their reliability eases the team's collective stress and earns them admiration and respect. Now think of another teammate, Jamie, who also promises to contribute but repeatedly misses deadlines, offering excuses instead of results. Over time, the team's trust in Jamie diminishes, and they are excluded from critical tasks. In contrast, Alex becomes the person everyone turns to when the stakes are high. Which of these teammates would you rather rely on, and which qualities would you prefer to embody in your own actions? Reliability isn't limited to the workplace. It deeply affects personal relationships too. Consider a friend who always shows up when they say they will, offers help without hesitation, and consistently follows through on their commitments. Their actions create a sense of safety and stability, making you feel valued and supported. Now contrast this with a friend who frequently cancels plans at the last minute or makes vague promises they never fulfill. Over time, their unreliability leads to disappointment and mistrust, weakening the bond between you. It becomes clear that their words lack the weight of sincerity and intention. Relationships thrive on trust, and trust is built on the consistent alignment of words and actions. The Stoic mindset teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions, our words, and our ability to live in harmony with our values. Marcus Aurelius wisely wrote in Meditations, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This timeless principle underscores the importance of integrity and highlights the alignment between what we say and what we do. Breaking a promise impacts more than just the person we let down. It undermines our self-respect and damages our sense of purpose. Every unkept promise pulls us further from the virtues that define a meaningful life, such as honesty, responsibility, and discipline. Take a moment to revisit the relationships in your life. Who are the people you trust without hesitation, and what qualities make them dependable? Are these the same qualities you strive to embody? Now think about your own behavior. Do you honor your commitments, or do you sometimes fall short? If you find room for improvement, consider small but impactful steps to realign your actions with your promises. For example, be intentional about what you commit to, and avoid overpromising when you know you might struggle to deliver. Setting realistic expectations and consistently meeting them can transform how others perceive you and how you perceive yourself. When you encounter someone who values keeping their promises, you've likely found a person of strong moral character. They understand that reliability is not just about fulfilling obligations, it's about upholding principles and honoring the trust others place in them. These are the Stoic secrets to cultivating trust and meaningful relationships. Act with consistency, honor your word, and ensure your actions reflect your values. The next time you make a promise, ask yourself, can I truly fulfill this? And am I prepared to be held accountable? By committing only to what you can deliver and following through with integrity, you not only strengthen your relationships, but also build a more resilient sense of self-worth. In a world where trust is often fragile and promises are too easily broken, the value of being someone who always keeps their word cannot be overstated. It's not just about reliability, it's about living a life of purpose, guided by the alignment of principles and action. When you choose to be dependable, you create a ripple effect of trust and respect that touches every aspect of your life, leaving a legacy of integrity and strength that inspires others to do the same. Number 3, empathy toward others. Empathy, the profound ability to understand and share another person's emotions, is a cornerstone of emotional intelligence and a vital indicator of moral character. It goes beyond surface-level niceties, revealing a person's willingness to connect deeply and genuinely with others. Empathy allows us to step into someone else's shoes, experiencing their struggles and joys as if they were our own. For example, when a friend confides in you about a personal challenge, an empathetic response might involve listening with patience, offering words of comfort, or simply being present without judgment. As Maya Angelou once said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." This sentiment echoes the Stoic principle that true virtue lies in understanding and caring for others, not for personal gain, but because it reflects the essence of our shared humanity. In contrast, those who lack empathy often struggle to form meaningful connections. They may view situations solely through the lens of their own experiences, dismissing the emotions or perspectives of others. Consider the difference between two responses to a colleague sharing a difficult moment. An empathetic individual might say, "I'm so sorry you're going through this. How can I support you?" In doing so, they validate the person's feelings and foster trust. Meanwhile, someone lacking empathy might deflect with, "That's nothing compared to what I've been through," trivializing the other person's pain and creating emotional distance. This inability to connect deeply not only hinders relationships, but also reveals a deficiency in emotional maturity, a stark contrast to the Stoic ideal of kindness as a reflection of inner strength. Modern Stoicism teaches us that true strength lies in extending care and understanding without seeking recognition or reward. Marcus Aurelius, a great Stoic philosopher, reminded us of the importance of our shared humanity when he wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This perspective encourages us to see empathy not just as an emotional response, but as a deliberate action, a choice to nurture relationships and uplift those around us. Empathy requires us to set aside our egos and focus on others' needs, creating bonds that are built on mutual respect and understanding. In modern life, where stress and individualism often take precedence, the practice of empathy can feel both rare and transformative. Reflect on your own interactions. Do you truly listen when someone shares their struggles, or do you find yourself waiting for your turn to speak? Practicing empathy involves active listening, reserving judgment, and responding in ways that show genuine care. In my own life, I recall a time when a close friend supported me during a particularly difficult phase. Their act of simply listening, without offering unsolicited advice or seeking recognition, was profoundly healing. This simple yet powerful expression of empathy not only helped me navigate my challenges, but also deepened our bond in a way that no grand gesture ever could. Empathy, as taught by modern Stoicism, is more than just a tool for building relationships. It is a reflection of one's character and commitment to living virtuously. The Stoics emphasize that kindness and care for others are not acts of weakness, but profound demonstrations of strength. Seneca wisely observed, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." Empathy aligns with this ethos, reminding us that our ability to connect with others on an emotional level is a measure of our humanity and moral fortitude. To cultivate empathy, we must approach others with open hearts and a willingness to understand their unique experiences. This involves not only listening, but also acting in ways that demonstrate our care, whether it's offering a helping hand, providing a word of encouragement, or simply being present in someone's time of need. When we practice empathy, we honor the interconnectedness of all human beings, creating a ripple effect of kindness and understanding. This is the essence of modern Stoicism, which encourages us to view every interaction as an opportunity to embody virtue and deepen our relationships. Empathy is not just an emotional response, it is a deliberate choice to connect, support, and uplift. By practicing empathy, we demonstrate the depth of our character and foster the kind of relationships that endure the tests of time and adversity. Whether in personal or professional contexts, empathy is the key to unlocking stronger, more meaningful connections. As you navigate life, remember that every act of empathy, no matter how small, has the power to transform not only others but also yourself. Through empathy, we become living embodiments of the Stoic ideal, to live with purpose, kindness, and an unwavering commitment to the greater good. If you've made it this far, you're truly someone who seeks wisdom and clarity. Drop a comment saying, "I see clearly," to show your commitment to understanding true character and living with intention. Stick around. This journey of self-discovery and growth is just beginning. Number 4. Self-criticism and maturity. One of the most defining traits of true character is the capacity for self-reflection and the willingness to engage in self-criticism, qualities that signify emotional maturity and personal growth. This ability requires courage and humility, as it demands recognizing one's own imperfections without falling into defensiveness or bitterness. A person who can acknowledge their mistakes, take responsibility for their actions, and commit to improvement demonstrates not only self-awareness but also a deep alignment with the Stoic principle of accountability. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If anyone can refute me, show me I'm making a mistake or looking at things from the wrong perspective, I'll gladly change. It's the truth I'm after, and the truth never harmed anyone." Such an attitude fosters growth, builds trust, and creates an environment where learning from failure becomes a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. For example, in a workplace scenario, an individual who admits an error and works diligently to rectify it earns the respect of their peers and gains valuable insights for future decisions, turning a moment of failure into an opportunity for development. Contrast this with those who refuse to accept responsibility for their mistakes, opting instead to deflect blame or make excuses. This behavior not only reveals insecurity, but also stunts emotional growth, as it prevents the individual from learning and improving. A refusal to engage in self-criticism often stems from fear of being perceived as weak, of losing face, or of confronting one's own imperfections. Yet modern Stoicism teaches that true strength lies in embracing our flaws, understanding that they are part of the human condition, and working to overcome them. Epictetus reminded us, He who is not able to bear correction is unworthy of the name of man. This sentiment highlights that emotional growth is a choice, one that requires introspection and a willingness to evolve, even when it is uncomfortable. In modern life, the ability to self-reflect is more crucial than ever, as the pace and complexity of our world often create environments where mistakes are inevitable. In personal relationships, for instance, self-criticism allows us to recognize when we have hurt others and take meaningful steps to repair the damage. This not only strengthens bonds but also fosters deeper connections built on trust and authenticity. Similarly, in parenting, the ability to acknowledge mistakes teaches children the importance of accountability and resilience. A parent who apologizes for losing their temper, for example, models humility and emotional maturity, showing their children that it is not weakness to admit fault, but strength to grow from it. This ripple effect of self-awareness and improvement positively influences families, communities, and workplaces alike. Developing self-criticism and maturity requires intentional practice and the cultivation of a Stoic mindset. Begin by regularly reflecting on your day. Consider your actions, words, and decisions, and assess whether they align with your values. Journaling, a practice recommended by many Stoics, including Seneca, is an effective tool for this purpose. Writing down your thoughts and reflecting on areas for improvement not only clarifies your thinking, but also serves as a record of growth over time. When you identify a mistake, resist the urge to rationalize or blame external circumstances. Instead, ask yourself, what could I have done differently, and how can I ensure I improve next time? This process not only helps you grow but also builds resilience, as it shifts your focus from the mistake itself to the lessons it offers. Self-reflection also plays a critical role in maintaining healthy relationships. When we hold ourselves accountable, we set a standard for how we wish to be treated and create an atmosphere of mutual respect. Conversely, a lack of self-awareness and an inability to accept fault can strain relationships, eroding trust, and fostering resentment. As modern Stoicism emphasizes, our character is defined not by avoiding mistakes, but by how we respond to them. By embracing our imperfections and committing to self-improvement, we not only enhance our own lives, but also positively influence those around us. The next time you encounter a challenge or recognize a mistake, approach it as an opportunity for growth rather than a failure to be avoided. Ask yourself how you can learn from the experience and emerge stronger. Remember, emotional maturity is not about perfection, but about progress. By adopting the Stoic values of self-awareness and accountability, you take a significant step toward living a virtuous and fulfilling life, grounded in resilience and authenticity. This practice not only strengthens your character, but also inspires others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of growth and positivity. Number 5. Maintaining inner peace. One of the most profound lessons from Stoic philosophy is the art of maintaining inner peace, a cornerstone of character that becomes evident when life tests us most. The world is unpredictable, filled with challenges, unexpected setbacks, and stressful moments. But how we respond to these external pressures reveals who we truly are. People who cultivate inner peace are not easily swept away by emotions like anger, frustration, or anxiety. Instead, they exhibit emotional resilience, staying calm and composed even when the storms of life rage around them. Imagine a friend or colleague who faces harsh, unfair criticism during a meeting. While others might react defensively or lash out, this person calmly addresses the issue with clarity and respect, showing their strength lies not in controlling others, but in mastering their own emotions. This kind of composure is not just a skill, but a reflection of deep emotional maturity and self-awareness. Contrast this with someone who allows external events to dictate their feelings, whether it's lashing out in anger during traffic or letting stress spill over into their relationships. These reactions not only create unnecessary conflict, but also rob individuals of their ability to think clearly and act with intention. A powerful example from my own life illustrates the transformative power of inner peace. During a particularly tense family gathering, emotions were running high, and disagreements threatened to spiral out of control. Rather than joining the chaos, I chose to step back and center myself through deep breathing and mindful reflection, asking, "What is within my control right now?" This moment of clarity allowed me to respond with patience and understanding, de-escalating the tension and opening a path for constructive dialogue. This approach is the essence of Stoicism, acknowledging that while we cannot control external circumstances, we can always control our response. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This timeless wisdom reminds us that inner peace is not about avoiding life's difficulties, but about navigating them with grace and intentionality. In modern life, the challenges to inner peace are abundant, demanding jobs, personal conflicts, and an endless stream of news and social media updates. Yet those who embrace the Stoic secrets of calm and self-control find themselves better equipped to handle life's complexities. Reflect for a moment. How do you react when faced with unexpected stress or criticism? Do you allow the situation to dictate your mood, or do you pause and choose a measured response? Cultivating inner peace starts with small, deliberate practices, taking a deep breath before responding to provocation, reframing stressful situations as opportunities for growth, or simply reminding yourself that temporary frustrations do not define your day. These habits, though simple, can transform how you experience life. Maintaining inner peace also strengthens relationships, as it fosters kindness and empathy in moments where others might let stress cloud their judgment. When you remain calm in the face of adversity, you not only model emotional resilience but also create a space where others feel safe to be themselves. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." These words challenge us to focus on what truly matters, our ability to govern ourselves amidst the chaos of the world. Inner peace is not about suppressing emotions, but about understanding and managing them in a way that serves both ourselves and those around us. Consider a modern story of resilience. A small business owner facing financial difficulties during an economic downturn. Instead of succumbing to panic or despair, they focus on what they can control, reassessing expenses, communicating transparently with employees, and finding innovative ways to adapt. This calm and strategic approach not only preserves their business but also inspires confidence in others. Similarly, in your own life, you have the power to choose responses that reflect strength and wisdom, even in the most difficult moments. At its core, inner peace is a practice, a daily commitment to prioritize what is within your control, to remain steady in the face of life's inevitable challenges, and to treat others with kindness and understanding regardless of external pressures. The Stoic secrets to achieving this lie in mindfulness, emotional mastery, and a willingness to embrace life's unpredictability with courage. Remember, true strength is not about dominating others or avoiding hardship, but about maintaining harmony within yourself so that you can face the world with clarity and purpose. Through this practice, you not only shape your own character, but also inspire those around you to do the same. Number 6. The way they handle power. The true measure of a person's character is often revealed in how they handle power, as it strips away pretense and lays bare their intentions and values. Abraham Lincoln wisely remarked, "Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power." Power, whether it manifests as authority at work, financial success, or influence within personal relationships, acts as a magnifying glass, exposing both virtues and flaws. A person of integrity views power not as a tool for domination, but as a responsibility to serve, uplift, and improve the lives of others. They wield their authority with humility, fairness, and a sense of purpose, recognizing that power is transient and only meaningful when used for the greater good. In contrast, those with weaker character may exploit their position, acting with arrogance, selfishness, or indifference toward the people they influence. Such behaviors reflect not strength but insecurity and a lack of moral grounding. The essence of power is not control, but leadership. Consider a leader who actively listens to their team, values their input, and shares credit for collective achievements. This person demonstrates not only strength of character, but also the ability to inspire trust and cooperation. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and emperor of Rome, exemplified this approach, famously advising, "The true worth of a man is to be measured by the objects he pursues." By pursuing harmony over dominance, a leader ensures their influence is both meaningful and enduring. Conversely, a person who micromanages, dismisses feedback, or seeks to monopolize credit reveals an inflated ego and a short-sighted approach to power. Such behavior not only undermines relationships, but also diminishes their long-term effectiveness and reputation. In modern life, the way people handle power can be observed in many everyday situations. Pay attention to how a manager interacts with their team, how a successful entrepreneur treats their employees, or even how someone behaves towards service staff in a restaurant. Do they act with kindness, respect, and an understanding of shared humanity, or do they belittle and dominate those they perceive as beneath them? Their actions in these moments reveal far more about their character than their words ever could. Similarly, reflect on your own behavior when you hold a position of power, whether it's in your workplace, your family, or your community. Do you use your influence to build others up, or do you seek to maintain control through fear or manipulation? These self-reflections are not just valuable for personal growth, but are also essential for cultivating meaningful relationships based on trust and mutual respect. Power, at its core, is fleeting. It is not the permanence of power that defines us, but the manner in which we handle it during its brief tenure. Stoicism teaches us to approach power with gratitude and caution, always remembering that it is not the power itself that corrupts, but the character of the person holding it. As Seneca wisely said, "It is not what you endure, but how you endure it." Similarly, it is not how much power you hold, but how you wield it that truly matters. A person grounded in Stoic principles understands that with power comes the responsibility to lead by example, demonstrating self-restraint, compassion, and a focus on the collective good rather than personal gain. When you witness someone in a position of authority, observe whether they use their power to create opportunities for others, solve problems with grace, and foster an environment of trust. Their actions will offer a window into their true nature. In the same way, consider your own responses when given influence or authority. Do you aim to be a source of stability and fairness, or do you let ego and personal ambition take over? By anchoring your behavior in the wisdom of Stoicism, you can ensure that power strengthens your character rather than undermines it. Ultimately, the way we handle power is a reflection of our values and priorities. As you navigate life, remember that power is not an end in itself, but a means to make a positive impact. Treat those under your influence with dignity, listen to their concerns, and use your authority to uplift rather than suppress. In doing so, you not only cultivate a reputation of integrity, but also leave behind a legacy that inspires others to do the same. By embracing these Stoic principles, you transform power from a test of character into an opportunity to embody the virtues of patience, humility, and compassion. And in that transformation, you will find not only respect from others, but also peace within yourself. Number 7. How they react to criticism. How someone reacts to criticism is one of the clearest windows into their true nature, revealing not only their level of emotional maturity, but also their ability to grow. It's easy to bask in praise and validation, as they affirm our actions and soothe our egos. But criticism? That's another story entirely. It can sting, challenge our self-perception, and force us to confront flaws we might prefer to ignore. A person of strong character, however, will accept feedback with grace, pausing to reflect on its validity and using it as an opportunity to improve. In contrast, someone who becomes defensive, shifts blame, or lashes out exposes insecurity and an inability to face their own imperfections. Epictetus captured this idea perfectly when he said, "If anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said, but answer, 'He does not know my other faults, else he would not have mentioned only these.'" This profound reminder urges us to see criticism not as an attack, but as a moment to embrace humility and self-awareness. When you're in a meeting at work and a colleague points out an error in your presentation, how you respond speaks volumes about your character. A thoughtful person might thank the colleague for catching the mistake, acknowledge the oversight, and use the feedback to improve the project moving forward. Such a reaction demonstrates humility and a growth mindset. On the other hand, imagine someone immediately jumping to their own defense, interrupting with excuses, or even blaming others for the error. Their reaction not only disrupts the flow of collaboration, but also reveals an unwillingness to confront their own shortcomings. This dynamic doesn't just play out in professional settings. It's everywhere. Think about your personal relationships. When a close friend points out a behavior of yours that hurt them, do you listen with an open mind and try to make amends? Or do you brush it off, feeling attacked and focusing on your own defensiveness? The ability to receive constructive criticism gracefully is a skill that strengthens connections and builds trust over time. Imagine a family member who takes feedback about their behavior seriously. They're more likely to foster mutual respect and harmony within the household than someone who dismisses others' feelings outright. In every setting, the way you respond to critique shows whether you prioritize self-improvement or protect your ego at all costs. In today's world, where social media amplifies opinions, criticism has become more public and at times more personal. How often do you see someone receive a critical comment on a post and respond with hostility or sarcasm? This reaction may feel like self-defense, but it often alienates others and shuts down meaningful dialogue. Now, think about someone who replies thoughtfully, acknowledging the point, and even engaging in a constructive conversation. Their response not only demonstrates resilience, but also inspires others to approach disagreements with respect. It's not just about how others handle criticism. It's about you too. Reflect for a moment on your own experiences. How do you feel when someone offers you feedback? Do you instinctively bristle, feeling attacked or misunderstood? Or do you pause, take a breath, and consider whether there's truth in their words? These moments are pivotal. Each time we embrace feedback, we have an opportunity to grow, refine our character, and strengthen our relationships. Even when criticism is delivered harshly, there's often a kernel of truth worth examining. Seneca's wisdom can guide us here. A gift consists not in what is done or given, but in the intention of the giver. By viewing even poorly worded feedback as a gift meant to help us improve, we can shift our perspective and find value in every critique. To make this actionable in your daily life, start by pausing whenever you receive criticism. Take a moment to separate your emotions from the feedback itself. When you're the one offering feedback, do so with kindness and clarity, ensuring your words help build the other person up rather than tear them down. This approach not only fosters mutual growth, but also strengthens your ability to navigate complex interactions with grace. Ultimately, how you respond to criticism reflects your commitment to personal growth and your willingness to prioritize self-improvement over self-protection. So, the next time someone critiques you, pause and ask yourself, is this an opportunity to grow? By embracing feedback with openness and using it as a tool for self-reflection, you'll cultivate resilience, deepen your relationships, and move closer to the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with yourself and the world around you. Number 8. Their treatment of those who can do nothing for them. How a person treats those who can offer them nothing in return is one of the clearest and most profound reflections of their true character. It's easy to be kind and respectful to those who hold power or influence, as their favor can often benefit us in some way. But what happens when someone encounters a person who holds no sway over their life, like a waiter, a janitor, or even a stranger in need. Samuel Johnson's timeless quote resonates here. The true measure of a man is how he treats someone who can do him absolutely no good. These moments, seemingly small and insignificant, reveal a person's values and integrity far more than grand gestures ever could. Let's paint a picture. You're at a restaurant and the waiter accidentally spills a drink on your table. In that moment, your reaction speaks volumes. Do you respond with patience and understanding, acknowledging the mistake and offering them reassurance? Or do you let frustration take over, snapping at them or making them feel small for an honest error? These situations, though fleeting, carry immense weight because they show whether someone's kindness comes from a place of authenticity or convenience. Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's greatest thinkers, reminds us, "Do not consider anything done as beneficial if it causes you to lose respect for yourself." How often do we let a fleeting moment of irritation override our deeper commitment to treating others with dignity? When we reflect on these interactions, it's clear that they aren't just about the other person, they're also about us. This principle isn't limited to restaurants or public spaces. It stretches into every corner of life. Consider how people treat those they perceive as beneath them in status, like a hotel cleaner, a delivery driver, or a neighbor struggling with life's burdens. Modern Stoicism teaches us to recognize that every human being, regardless of their position in society, is part of a shared community deserving of respect and compassion. How often do we forget that the person sweeping the floor or bagging groceries has their own dreams, struggles, and stories just like us? When we remember this, we begin to see the world and our place in it with a more profound sense of connection. It's not just about how others treat people, it's also a call to reflect on our own behavior. Have you ever paused to consider how you act toward those who cross your path but seemingly have nothing to offer you? When someone holds the door for you, delivers your packages, or even shares a brief smile, do you respond with warmth and gratitude, or do you let the moment pass without acknowledgement? Seneca once said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." This simple yet powerful truth urges us to make kindness a habit, not just something reserved for people we know or admire. Each interaction, no matter how small, is a chance to live with integrity and leave others feeling valued. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to rush through life, consumed by our own concerns and oblivious to the humanity around us. But the moments that matter most are often the quiet ones. Thanking the barista by name, offering a helping hand to a stranger struggling with their groceries, or simply showing patience when someone makes a mistake. As the Stoics would remind us, life's most meaningful measures are not material successes, but the quality of the relationships we build and the respect we earn through our actions. As you go about your day, try to observe how people treat those who hold no power over them. Do they offer a kind word, a smile, or a gesture of support? Or do they act with indifference or impatience? And while you're observing, take a moment to reflect on your own behavior. Are there moments when you could be more present, more kind, or more empathetic? These small changes, though simple, can profoundly affect not just the lives of others, but your own sense of purpose and fulfillment. When you approach life with a mindset of respect and humility, you'll find that your own character grows stronger and your connections with others become deeper. Ultimately, how we treat those who can do nothing for us is not just a test of character, it's a daily practice of living with integrity. By treating everyone with kindness and fairness, regardless of their status or what they can offer, you align your actions with timeless Stoic principles and create a life of meaning and connection. As Epictetus taught, what is the fruit of these teachings? Only the most beautiful and proper harvest of the truly educated, tranquility, fearlessness, and freedom. Number 9. Their ability to forgive. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful virtues a person can cultivate, and it stands as a true test of character. When we hold on to anger or harbor resentment towards someone who has wronged us, we trap ourselves in a cycle of negativity and pain. Seeking revenge or allowing bitterness to fester may feel justified in the moment, but it often reflects a lack of control over our emotions and an inability to let go of the past. As Seneca wisely said, to forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you. True forgiveness is not about excusing bad behavior or forgetting what happened. It's about reclaiming your peace of mind and refusing to let someone else's actions dictate your emotional state. It is an act of strength, not weakness, that demonstrates both emotional maturity and the Stoic principle of focusing only on what is within our control. Consider, for instance, a friend who has been wronged by a business partner. Perhaps their trust was betrayed and financial harm was done. Many would feel compelled to retaliate, either by seeking legal action out of spite or cutting ties in a storm of anger. But imagine this friend taking a different path. They address the issue calmly, forgive the offense, and focus on rebuilding their life and reputation. This approach doesn't mean they condone the betrayal or allow themselves to be taken advantage of again. Instead, it reflects their understanding that holding on to anger only chains them to the very person who hurt them. By choosing forgiveness, they free themselves from bitterness and channel their energy into productive, forward-focused actions. This decision not only showcases maturity, but also inspires others around them to embrace the liberating power of forgiveness. In our daily lives, we constantly face situations where forgiveness is tested. A family member may say something hurtful during an argument. A colleague may unfairly take credit for our work, or a close friend might let us down when we needed them most. How we respond to these moments reveals much about who we are. Do we hold grudges, replaying the offense in our minds and allowing it to cloud our relationships? Or do we take a step back, reflect on the situation, and choose to forgive, not for the other person's sake, but for our own? The ability to forgive is not about letting others win or tolerating bad behavior. It's about prioritizing your own peace and resilience over the fleeting satisfaction of anger or revenge. Modern life often amplifies the difficulty of forgiveness. Social media, for instance, has made public disagreements and personal betrayals more visible and more humiliating. Yet even in these hyper-connected times, the Stoic approach to forgiveness remains a guiding light. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, reminds us, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Instead of mirroring the anger or pettiness of those who wrong us, we can choose to rise above, demonstrating the strength of our character and our commitment to personal growth. This mindset doesn't just heal relationships, it fosters inner tranquility, allowing us to live more fully in the present without the weight of past grievances holding us back. Forgiveness is also a gift we give to ourselves. Holding on to anger often feels like holding on to a burning coal, intending to throw it at someone else but ultimately burning ourselves in the process. When you let go of that coal, when you release resentment, you create space for healing, clarity, and renewed purpose. This is particularly important in relationships with loved ones, where unresolved anger can erode bonds over time. By choosing forgiveness, you strengthen those connections and build a foundation of trust and understanding. Forgiveness doesn't mean you have to reconcile with someone who continues to harm you. Healthy boundaries are essential, and forgiving someone doesn't obligate you to maintain a relationship with them. Instead, forgiveness is about freeing yourself from the emotional burden they have placed on you. It is a personal choice to no longer allow their actions to control your thoughts or disrupt your life. This perspective aligns with the Stoic focus on what is within our control. We cannot change what others have done, but we can change how we respond to it. When we forgive, we reclaim our power, ensuring that our emotions and actions are guided by our values, rather than the pain inflicted by others. As you reflect on this, consider the people in your life who may have wronged you. Have you been holding on to resentment, waiting for an apology that might never come? Or have you allowed their actions to influence your mood and decisions long after the event has passed? Choosing forgiveness doesn't mean you dismiss the hurt. It means you prioritize your well-being and growth over the lingering shadows of anger. By practicing forgiveness, You align yourself with the Stoic path of emotional resilience, where peace and clarity take precedence over grudges and vengeance. Forgiveness is not just an act of kindness toward others, it is a profound act of self-liberation. It allows us to break free from the chains of the past and move forward with strength, clarity, and purpose. By choosing forgiveness, you not only cultivate inner peace but also demonstrate the depth of your character, inspiring others to do the same. So, what will you choose? Share your thoughts and let's continue this journey of growth and wisdom together. Thank you for being part of this Stoic conversation today. Your perspective matters, so tell us, which of the 10 signs do you find most important? Drop your answer in the comments or simply type "living with purpose" if these ideas resonate with you. Every comment and interaction brings new energy to this community, and together, we're building a space for thoughtful growth and resilience. Let's keep the momentum going. Number 10. How they face success. Success, much like power, serves as one of life's greatest tests of character. While adversity challenges our resilience and ability to endure, success exposes a deeper layer, our humility, self-awareness, and capacity for gratitude. It is often said that success doesn't change a person, it merely amplifies who they truly are. A person of strong character approaches success with a grounded mindset, recognizing it not as an individual triumph, but as the result of collective efforts, fortunate circumstances, and the support of others. They remain grateful and humble, understanding that every achievement is an opportunity to grow and to give back. Conversely, someone who allows success to inflate their ego, dismiss others, or neglect their responsibilities shows a lack of wisdom and perspective. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher-emperor, profoundly advised, "When you rise in rank, be careful not to become arrogant, but to remain the same person as you were before." This reminder speaks to the essence of humility. True success lies not in what you achieve, but in how you carry yourself when you achieve it. Think for a moment about someone in your own life, a colleague perhaps who earned a major promotion. A humble individual might thank their team for their support, acknowledge the challenges they've overcome together, and work even harder to meet their new responsibilities with diligence and integrity. Such actions not only elevate their own reputation, but also foster trust and respect among their peers. On the other hand, consider someone who uses their newfound status to boast, belittle others, or shirk their duties. Their behavior, while cloaked in the facade of confidence, reveals a fragile ego overly reliant on external validation. Success, instead of being a testament to their character, becomes a magnifying glass for their insecurities. In today's fast-paced, achievement-driven world, the temptation to let success overshadow humility is stronger than ever. Social media often glorifies individual accomplishments, making it easy to forget the collaborative efforts and circumstances that contribute to every victory. Think of entrepreneurs who attribute their achievements solely to their own brilliance, neglecting to mention the teams that supported them, or the opportunities that came their way by chance. Compare that to leaders who openly share their journey, acknowledging the mentors, colleagues, and even failures that shaped their path. One inspires genuine admiration, the other evokes skepticism. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom is particularly relevant here. The true worth of a man is measured by the objects he pursues. Success pursued with humility and the intent to serve others enhances not only your own character, but also the lives of those around you. A sports team that wins a championship. The most respected athletes are often those who, despite their stardom, credit their coaches, teammates, and fans for the victory. Their humility and recognition of collective effort strengthen the bond within the team and inspire others to strive for the same spirit of camaraderie. Conversely, an athlete who uses the moment to draw attention solely to themselves, ignoring the role others played in their success, risks alienating their supporters and tarnishing their legacy. This dichotomy isn't confined to the sports world. It applies to all facets of life, from business to family dynamics. When success is viewed as a shared achievement, it becomes a source of unity and inspiration rather than division. Seneca, another Stoic thinker, reminds us, success is not to be measured by what you accomplish, but by the opposition you have encountered and the courage with which you have maintained the struggle against overwhelming odds. In essence, success is as much about the journey and the lessons learned as it is about the destination. As we wrap up this exploration of the 10 signs that reveal a person's true character, remember that the real power lies in applying these principles to your own life. By observing how others navigate challenges, treat those around them, and manage their emotions, you not only gain insight into their nature but also discover opportunities for your own growth. Stoicism reminds us that true strength comes from within. Patience, resilience, and empathy are virtues that, when cultivated, lead to a life of deeper connections and enduring happiness. Here at Stoic in Your Life, we encourage you to take these lessons into your daily interactions and reflect on how they resonate with you. Which of these signs do you find the most revealing? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's continue the discussion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us on this journey of wisdom and self-mastery. Let's grow together and make these timeless Stoic lessons a guide for modern living.